Howdy, folks. Gosh, and welcome. Today's Monday, March 22nd. Happy Monday, everybody. Glad that you're here with us on the Crypto World News Daily Show. My name is Elliot. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin, couple cryptocurrency, talking about the altcoin overall crypto market cap. Bitcoin trading at $57,000 today. And got a DeFi project of the day. Very, very interesting DeFi project. So if you're gonna want to stick around for that, that'll be a little bit towards the end, and then we'll take some altcoin suggestions from you guys. Appreciate you guys being here. This is episode 45, maybe 46. This one's definitely going on YouTube. I don't think I uploaded any yesterday, so appreciate you guys being here. If you're live in the chat with us, say what's up. I'd love to interact with you. All right, we're going to talk about Bitcoin here first. Looking at the daily chart. I think we had some interesting price action over this weekend into this weekly close into this next weekly. So, I think this week's probably looking pretty bearish for BTC. It's just kind of my analysis, especially if we can break below this rather steep trend line that we've been at. It's about a 30-degree angle. So we break that about 56.3 currently. As you know, tomorrow that the requirements to break it are gonna go up over time as this trend line increases. So if we were to try to break the trend line here, right, it would have been 30K, 30.7K, right? But we managed to hold respect, test. Now we're kind of right at it again. So I'd love to get a clean break of this, and ideally a daily close below 54K for that 41K test, which is what I'm looking for to start entering into some BTC longs. Hope you guys have enjoyed my BTC at first glance analysis. If you do, leave a thumbs up. If you don't, tell me what you think BTC is doing. Look at the BTC on the 4-hour here. We can just see how much respect has been given to this support line, and I'm really excited to break not only here at 56.5, but also break down on 54K on a daily close. So let's talk about some cryptocurrency news first. Firstly, so Uniswap and SushiSwap are liquidity. They're platforms that you can add liquidity to. So you can basically exchange. They're decentralized exchanges, so you don't need to have your coin listed. The barrier to entry has been greatly reduced by these exchanges. It's not hard to get something listed on like Uniswap or SushiSwap. Anyone can create a liquidity pool between two pairs. I've done this explanation before. CWN coin, and pair it to Ethereum, and anyone can go and buy or trade CWN coin. So anyways, there are concerns because people who see the value in Uniswap and SushiSwap, they should also see the potential. If 1 inch is potentially half as efficient, you're able to input and withdraw transactions or your liquidity for about half as much transaction fee. Then there's a huge use case, and these platforms do need to be concerned. Uniswap and SushiSwap, they're not going to be out. 1 inch isn't going to completely destroy Uniswap and SushiSwap right now. They're just posturing up because they're the new guys on the block, and it's really up to Uniswap now to step their game up. SushiSwap has stepped their game up. They're, in my opinion, ahead, a leg above Uniswap, but 1 inch is kind of the reigning king, if you will, as far as future usability, because of simple transaction fees are a lot lower. So that was our first article. Next, we're going to be talking about Coinbase exploring possibly listing 43 altcoins after adding the crypto asset Cardano. They're going to possibly be announcing Aragon, Airwave, Digibyte. Gosh, that's a big one. I know a lot of DGB holders. Horizon, LivePeer, Keep Network, Origin, Render, Siacoin, VeChain, AMP. Wow, that's big for Siacoin. For a custodial platform, Coinbase custody, the exchange is still exploring the possibility of supporting 34 altcoins. With SKL, 10 coins are still awaiting review. Okay, so these coins are awaiting review. Interesting. Any of these coins get, put on Coinbase, they should already see a nice pump from this. So 34 coins looking to add AMP, Ampleforth, Anchor, Rcoin, Otis, Barnbridge. Ooh, wow, that's a DeFi coin. Interesting. Really interesting. BitTorrent token. What the hell? Curve, that's awesome. DeFiotd, YFII. What the hell? Just? Gosh, they just list anything now. Pax Gold, I like. Reserve Rights, I like. Luna, I like. Wow. Okay. So Coinbase don't give a shit anymore. They'll list anything. But we already knew that, so it's nothing new. Charles Hoskinson. Gosh, I should have said that. Blast Ethereum as a dumpster fire, says Cardano will attract 1 billion users. Okay, so what does Charles say? Hoskinson.
Hoskinson broadcasting live from warm, sunny Colorado. Currently snowing, but it's all.
I don't know if you can hear it. Probably not. Anyways, basically he's saying that Cardano is, calling Ethereum a dumpster fire. Yeah, sure. That's probably because he wants to buy some cheap Ethereum. Ethereum has to fix their transaction fees. Ethereum is like BlackBerry or MySpace. Yeah, kind of. Cardano. We've already looked at this over the weekend. Cardano's potentially has the potential to support up to 1 million transactions per second. Where we look at platforms like Bitcoin, it's like 3 to 5. Even platforms like Ethereum, which we consider second-gen blockchain technology. And that's where our DeFi platform currently resides, the DeFi ecosystem on the Ethereum network. And we're looking at about 10, maybe 15 transactions per second if the miners aren't being complete dicks, which they are. So when you hear something about Cardano potentially with 1 million transactions per second, that should obviously scare not only Ethereum, but also, institutional infrastructure like Visa with their 24,000 transactions per second. Platforms like this, it's not to. Ethereum's still a good investment, okay? Ethereum proof of stake is going to come out, and Ethereum's probably going to double in price. So this, if anything, is just a nice little pile of FUD. This will be your daily dose of FUD, calling Ethereum a dumpster fire. Ethereum still has a huge use case and huge potential in this space. If we're talking about 10 years down in the future, yeah, probably Cardano will, has the potential to be the, I don't want to say the dominant, have dominance over the cryptocurrency market if there was to be some sort of switching event where Ethereum and Cardano was to overtake Ethereum's market cap dominance. I'd probably be like 10 years, 5 to 10 years down the road. Maybe, I just don't see that. Not right now. There's too much, DeFi space has too much money, which has the ability to, it's almost like a self-sustaining AI that can create its own money and then build machines to repair itself. The Ethereum Ethereum has grants, and there's tons of money in this space that are being used to develop and make this network faster and more efficient because there's lots of money vested in the DeFi space and in that this all works out. So no questions today. Okay, cool. Cryptocurrency market cap. Let's look at that. $1.7 trillion. 24-hour volume coming down 110 billion. BTC dominance also coming down 59.8. And let's look at the altcoin
Well, I don't know. That's what I heard
altcoin
with big
season
one coming on
index.
burning. Huh? What? Yeah.
Okay, so 73 on the altcoin season index,
But
which
there
is pretty
were
good.
some things
We're close
not
to being
discussed
altcoin
yet.
season.
A whole bunch
What we would need, altcoin season, 75% of the top 50 coins
basically
perform better than
bullies
Bitcoin
and
over the last
um,
season. 90 days is an alt season.
asteroids that just
So here's what we're looking at right now.
Well, no, not skim. I mean, I don't know why they call them. I just call them frickin' asteroids. They gotta make up a
Coins
new
indicating it's an alt season in the last 90
Oh.
days. So these are the percentages that these coins have gained in the last 90 days, just for perspective. And then you look at some of these coins, and these are some of the percentages that these coins have gained in the last 90 days. You know, people forget.
Yeah. One over the south.
People tend to forget. Is it altcoin month? No. Is it altcoin year? No. All right, we're going to take a look at our DeFi project of the day, unless there are any questions. So if you have any coins that you'd like for me to chart, now would be the time to drop them in the chat. We're just going to do a quick and dirty, clean in and out. You guys never let me do a clean show. You guys always, it's always till the end. Then you sneaky guys come around and keep me here longer. Because we're about to 11 minutes. So this is pretty easy for me. So all right, today's DeFi project is graphlink.io. graphlink.io. So this protocol is actually, I would say, probably one of my most fascinated. I'm very interested to see how this protocol gets used. So it's basically it's like an automated blockchain. You can use it for data monitoring, and they actually have look. You can go to IDE, graph, and I've just started playing with it, but basically you're able to create, like, let's say if this then that type automations with this platform. So like, let's say if there was like, this is just really interesting for like analyzing blockchain data.
We're out of here.
And I'm trying to figure out how to show you guys something here.
Yeah.
But yeah, should have done looking at a little bit more. But basically, a lot of tasks running on the mainstream crypto projects can be automated and generated with node graphs. So the data can be listened to, triggered, and saved in a safe, accessible place for maintaining a service from an off-chain side, while casting a new way for innovative content creators to exploit and benefit from blockchain without getting stuck. In tactical matters, the goal of this way of thinking is mainly being able to research all possible audiences on the internet to make blockchain world accessible to every business. GraphLink removes the pain and struggle of chain implementation that can block new companies in the crypto space. A graph can be created to watch token activity, transactions, events, and execute any available node orders types on the engine to send, for example, another version of an asset through a different type of chain, or execute any third party, which means that atomic swap can be made through one or multiple graphs. The same as decentralized exchange, you can store your excessive information that will have high cost and latency, on-time chain, and GraphLink protocol off-chain base. So like super no code, easy drag and drop. Yeah, you saw me. I can be a easy drag and drop. Hey, look at me. Look at me. I'm a guy. Write your comment here. I'm a coder. I'm a coder. Look at me. I code hacks. See me? I code hacks.
For
Over the last 10 years, we had trouble doing blockchain. Where's my drink? Imagine a platform where anyone can create his own cryptocurrency with the least effort, or watch the activity of his smart contract generate a bot on handle script, or watch an AMM pair activities execute trades on decentralized exchanges, or based on DEX arbitrage automatically. Gosh, this is just like screaming money making potential here. Not that you're the problem with decentralized exchanges, you know, let's say if we were to go to like Uniswap or something like that, and we wanted to buy a coin, there's no like limit order. You know, everything executes basically as a market. So I guess there is no order book. You know, it's just events that happen. So there are platforms where you can currently, like, it almost allows you to like set take profits. So let's say if you entered into a DeFi coin, or whatever, one of these coins that isn't listed on exchange, a Uniswap coin, it basically allows you to automate a sell trigger based on, you know, either like price or something like that. So you wouldn't have to worry about trying to smash, you know, swap at the perfect time, because you'd basically be creating a contract that would automatically execute once price reached there. So there are a lot of other, you know, tools. That's just kind of what I'm.
You guys,
This space is so
you
crazy.
put a big
I love it
picture
though.
window there. You guys
Automation of
chairs.
decentralized data monitoring and external executions over multi-chain applications. That's how I should have started it.
Yeah, I like.
So that's
I
today's
can get
DeFi project. It's pretty
some
cool.
modern
Graph
app.
link. Let's see what it's trading at.
They are Wi-Fi, right? Bluetooth.
Trading at 4 cents.
Big. But then you might, huh? You want to do that?
GLQ is the ticker.
Because if you're gonna
Let's
do
see.
that, you might as well.
How long has it been out? Oh, it's number 1 on Dex Tools. Oh, okay. Well, interesting. So, look at this. Thank you for being here. I hope you find this interesting. This coin just came out yesterday. This coin came out yesterday. It's up 700% from the entry amount. So just as you might be like, oh, I just want to enter into this project. I just want to FOMO in. I just want to enter in. I don't care. Like, or whatever their liquidity mining program that they're offering. Like, let's say you have to buy GLQ and add it, GLQ and ETH.
Outside.
You probably do. Let's see what their pool's like.
5 cents an hour. You can do it all the time. 5 cents.
Everybody knows why. Nobody knows hi.
That's how accommodating.
1.7 mil. Wow, this is crazy. It's not even populating.
I mean,
very, very new. Oh, there we go. 30. Holy shnikes. Okay, so. Gosh, look at this volume. 38 mil. Total liquidity 2 mil. That's nice. Real nice. 2 days. Total liquidity being 2 mil. Not bad. Look at these fees. 24 hours. 114 grand. So this dude,
Stealing childhood.
this dude right here,
For what?
22 hours
The
ago,
government.
big baller, 171 ETH, total value 300 grand. He probably made close to 60 or 70 grand just on based on these fees. I mean, maybe a majority of them, a lot of them were his, but let's see his ownership in the pool. He owns like 1/6 of the pool. So what's 1/6 of 114? Anyone?
Just a money
Bueller?
grab, right?
114.
Yeah. Petrol on the 5th of April. 30. Yep, that's
I
when
don't know.
everything goes.
Cannot divide by 0. I'm not trying to divide by 0.
Food, gas.
0.16. 140 times 0.16. 22 grand. Okay. He made 22 grand in fees, given that his liquidity was in the swap pool whenever these other fees were, happening. So basically with DeFi, while your liquidity is in these pools, you're collecting directly proportionate to your percentage of ownership of the pool. You're collecting liquidity fees. All right, that's kind of step one, the base level of DeFi. And then platforms that are successful are incentivizing you even further with this GLQ-ETH-UniV2 token. So when you add liquidity here, you're going to receive your GLQ-ETH-UniV2 tokens. Then you take those tokens and even further are usually highly, incentivized with some crazy, 8% daily ROI or whatever. Yeah, cool. I like this. Ooh, look at ETH, or look at BTC. Come on, baby, break it. Break that fucking trend line. Yeah, so this coin will probably just Shrek a little bit harder. Probably a great coin though. I do really like these fees. Fees are great, volume is great, total liquidity is great. Coin just came out. What's not great is this 4-hour chart. So really hard to enter. Up 700%. Just gosh, be careful. Project looks pretty good though. Token doesn't even have a symbol yet. So
They can make full amount. But
no, nothing. You guys don't want to say anything today. Okay. Well, no coins chart. We can take a look at a few coins. Let's take a look at the cryptocurrency. See what's moving here. Dent coin's up 80%. Chills is down 7%. Okay. Let's look at XRP. XRP is moving really hard on the 4-hour. We were kind of expecting this move, but it was really, really difficult because XRP has just been so stale. So stale. So this is long overdue. Would basically look for next break of just under 1100 Satoshi. So that's probably going to be pretty smashable, pretty breakable. I really think that XRP is just going to do some pretty fantastic stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if like in a week or something we just boom popped up here, up to 2.2k sats. That's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That they'll do that.
That's just the way it is. I saw like the XRP main executive sold 220 million of his XRP. Probably sold at 22 cents. Fucking idiot.
Right now we're in a bit of a stream where the things that they can
Hello?
fix helicopter-y things.
Why is my audio?
Drone.
Why?
Stuff like that.
Hello?
So,
Gosh, I'm freaking. Why didn't anyone tell me that my audio is? Fuck! This whole show is a bust. My audio's basically been bouncing this whole time. I hate you, chat. You guys don't tell me anything. You just let me talk for 25 minutes. Okay, well, this show's not getting uploaded to YouTube either. I'll upload the one on Wednesday. Fuck, I really wanted this one to go on YouTube. Shit! Man, I can't believe it. I have a dev coming in stream, or he's going to be coming on stream with me in my little studio here, in the Crypto World News studio, here in the pad, on Wednesday. So if you want to stick around or come back for that, that'll be pretty cool. Just gonna be talking to him about what dev project he's working on, and we'll just shoot the shit back and forth, talk about whatever potential use case. He's way smarter than me, so I'm excited to learn and hear what he has to say. I can't believe it. You guys let me go the whole show and my audio was super jacked up. Oh, it's Jello. Oh, gosh. Hold on.
there.
I was like, where the hell is this coming from? Hey, Jello? Hello? Yo, what's up, man?
I hope everything's
I can barely hear you. I thought it was me that was talking. I didn't realize that. Well, that makes me glad. Okay, I'll put this one on YouTube. Well, thanks, chat, for. I thought you guys were totally just dicking me there, like. Oh, how you doing today, man?
Why, hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. Awesome. You might have been listening to parts of the conversation to my mother. I apologize.
I just put my headphones on. I didn't even know you were in the channel with me, dude.
Oh, no, that's okay. Are you still streaming?
Yeah, we're still live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's just your voice isn't in sync with what I'm saying, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. I think you're about 2 or 3 seconds behind.
My voice is probably not in sync because you're probably watching on Twitch and you're listening on Discord, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, just watch me on Discord, and then I'll be all synced up. You see where it says like view live stream or whatever?
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'll continue with it. So, how was your barbecue?
It was okay. I was hoping that this girl was gonna be there. She's like super cute, but
yeah.
she wasn't there, so.
Oh, well, maybe next time.
Maybe next time, yeah. No, it wasn't a big deal. I just showed up, and there was just a whole bunch of bros watching basketball, and I brought up the brisket, and they crushed the whole brisket. You know, it was like the whole brisket. I don't know. It was this huge, massive brisket. This one old guy was like, "That was the best brisket." He was like, "That was the best brisket I've ever had in my life." I was like, "Oh."
I'm so glad for you that it was a success.
It was a huge success. Yeah, I'm excited to have provided a good service to those people. So.
Okay.
Yeah, how was your weekend though? I caught one crab yesterday.
Oh, did you?
I got one.
How big are those crabs? Like, are they?
Blue crab? They're not very big.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know what point to point means on a crab.
Yeah, it's across the top of the carapace.
Yes, exactly.
Where we would have shoulder.
Yep. So 5 inches point to point is what they're required to be keepers.
So the ones that under 5 inches, you just pop in your mouth and eat right away?
You just throw them back and wait to catch them the next day. Wait to catch them tomorrow.
Or just raw?
Eat them raw.
Oh. No.
I knew this
Anyway,
guy. I knew this guy who used to do that. He'd cast net, and the first shrimp he caught of the day, I think he might have had something wrong with him. He'd pick up the first shrimp, bite the head off, and every time he'd cast, he'd go Alabama, Alabama, and then he'd throw it in the water. Yeah,
it sounds like he had a pattern,
a ritual. Yeah.
ritual. Yes, sorry, yeah, ritual.
Yeah, it's good to have
Cool.
rituals. Did you have any? What'd you do this weekend?
What?
Or
What did I do? I tried to move some of my AAV out of hit BTC, and that I got one out, and then hit BTC just being
oh,
pitched. And so the rest of them are still in there. I was going to try that later on today, but I'm not too worried about it. I sent them off an email. They got rid of all of my, like, you know how you do your know your client with all your documents?
yep.
They started me right back at the beginning. I was completely vetted. They started me back at the beginning, so I'm only allowed to take out one BTC worth a day. But for some reason, it wasn't cooperating, so I said, screw it.
Yeah.
Relax.
1 BTC a day, you
Yeah.
should be fine unless you're like a super whale.
Well, yeah, it's just that it just irritated me that I went through all that work. But anyway, that's
Right.
enough about me. I see XRP's taking off.
Yeah. Congratulations, Mr.
thank
Mr. XRP big bag holder.
Well, it's not a whale bag, but
You've been stacking for
Thank you.
you've been stacking for a while.
well, yeah, I've been stacking for quite a bit. Well, swapping is what I do most.
Okay.
Anyway, it's good to know that it's going. Should be, well,
So,
should be epic if they
this should be so
do
epic.
on.
Look at the 1 year. Look at the 6 month.
Yeah.
6 month negative 40%. I mean, no other coin looks like that. 1 year negative 52%. Year to date 35%. What other altcoin year to date is at 35%? None. The potential, this coin hasn't even started this year. Has not even started.
Okay. So, you think maybe I should buy some more then?
Yeah. Look,
Well, not swap, but actually buy.
yeah, I mean, I would. XRP is only up 15% in the last 30 days. Other coins that are good to buy are Aave, Monero, Maker, Ravencoin, Dash, GRT, Tezos, Atom. XLM actually I think is just so underperformed as well.
Yeah, I was
Link,
looking at
Bitcoin Cash, Dot.
yeah.
Basically, I suggest taking a look at, there is something called blockchaincenter.net, and it's got an altcoin season index. And I just like looking at how altcoins have performed over the last the last 90 days. So if you're considering, buying BNB, you should look at, well, BNB's gone up 727% in the last 90 days. That's not to say that's not a good investment, but I think there are other opportunities where you could, that's sort of already made a pretty significant move, and there's so many coins, like EOS as well. EOS is a good buy.
I think I have EOS.
Yeah.
I had OMG and I had EOS. And sold off one of them because it popped up really.
Yeah.
I have Verge. I have Verge as well and EOS.
Oh, I can't tell you anything about Verge.
No, no, that's okay. What I was wondering, okay, like you just told us about a website, right?
Right.
Do you have that? Do you like on your YouTube or somewhere on your Twitch channel? Do you have a place where you put link on your YouTube?
Yeah, so I'll put a link to, I'll just drop it in, someone permit me. Can you permit me, Jello? Give me
Oh,
perms.
what do I do?
Type
do?
!permit space at Elliott News.
Okay.
Permit, and then yeah. So I'm gonna drop the link. It's in the Twitch chat.
Okay, but what I'm saying is it's going to disappear after, after the message.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Just yeah. Give me perms.
Okay. Exclamation what?
Permit
Permit.
space at my name.
Okay. Well, what I mean is like someplace we have links and reference and where it's permanent, where people can go look.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think I should probably make a like Crypto World News website. I could have like a, but I'll put it on Discord as well. I don't think you were able to permit. Oh, you did permit me. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Oh.
It takes a while.
Oh. Okay. Well.
Didn't work.
Fuck me.
No thanks. I am one of those super straight guys. I think you might have heard of.
Oh my gosh. I just mean this thing is being annoying as hell. Let's see. Permit, Elliott. Okay. Oh, I'm banned. Okay. I'll just.
What? Okay, I'll permit you again.
No, there it is.
Uh,
There it is. Blockchain, right there. Altcoin season index.
Okay, you see, for me right now, I can't go to that link on Xbox where I watch your stream.
Okay.
And if I look on the phone, it's way too small to see it.
All right. I dropped it on Discord as well. If you guys want to join the Discord, !Discord, and you can check it out. By the way, I also wanted to show you, and Jello, I don't know if you knew this, but there is a tab on Discord called Reading. And if you click on Reading there and you go to pinned messages, then you see there, I have a Dropbox link. It was on 4/16/2018. And there's 148 trading and poker books in there. And there's like basically anything, there's so much information for free if you like are just a little bit resourceful. And just go to Reading on the Discord, look at pinned messages, and there's like literally John Murphy's Trading Bible, which should be a good start, Handbook of Technical Analysis, and like 148 other like full-length books. So if you wanted to learn more, there's a lot of information available for you guys for free. So.
Okay. Yeah, no, what it is when you mention something, right, and you explain it right at that moment what it is you mentioned, it's not permanent, right? Your thoughts are not permanent. So if you, like you said with Blockchain Center, okay, I'm not telling you how to run your stream, but when you said can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, when you did Blockchain Center Net, well, if you didn't post it, then it would have been, for me anyway, it would have been lost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I don't remember where you said it was supposed to state AAVE, right? Because we're going over so many.
You're supposed to stake AAVE on the actual AVE website. So
Okay.
I can send you that link, but it's app.ave.com. And I'll also drop that on. I'll just send it to you.
Yeah, no, I'll make it. Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Super easy.
Super easy. Well,
So you stake
pretty
for
much for me.
6%. That's what you stake your AVE for.
It's just like I haven't done a lot of researching like
Yeah.
you said in the books, right? I don't need to learn it to see patterns on the chart. Like back when I first started, I was trading between
BTC is
um,
breaking our trend line here. About to see probably a big liquidity slide.
so
Yeah, if we're breaking down here. Next touch will be 54K. If we can break this clearly, we'll probably drop straight to 54K and then see some if we can daily close under here. Then yeah, it's gonna
okay.
get funky really fast. So this is where we're at right now. 4 hour just needs to close below this trend line, and then we'll have this 54K test, and then we'll see what happens. But definitely feeling a lot more confident in my analysis this week as opposed to last week. I was feeling a little bit of the emotion of you guys and just how the market pulls. I'm sure there's traders who I like to trade off of pretty much the inverse of what I believe the whatever the retail trader is doing or what their emotions are doing. And I'm sure some people like to counter trade whatever I'm doing. Like if I said go long on 1 inch, and that guy in stream the other day started talking crap about that. But yeah, I think BTC probably could have a very, very good week for the Bears. Could have a good week for the Bears. I'd like to see that happen.
Kind of drop is that 40%?
It's a 30%. It's a retest of 31K.
Okay. Yeah, that's
From
I
where?
mean,
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think this would be probably one of the most bullish things is if we just touched this point one time, like we didn't even come down to these lower levels, because I believe there's probably a lot of money waiting to buy BTC here. So I think if we probably just touched 41K, that's like kind of unexpected. The idea of the market doesn't do typically what you think the market's going to do. There's a bunch of bulls who thought we were going straight to 100K and probably are still bullish, and maybe rightfully so. Technically speaking, this 4 hour chart doesn't look, there's nothing breaking down just yet. We're just now at the cusp. If we were to basically stay here until our next 4 hour, which is, when's our next 4 hour? We just popped this one. 2 o'clock? No. When did this candle come out? 6, 4, 12, 8, 6, 4 o'clock. Okay, yeah. I don't know why that took me so long. So 3 hours from now, yeah, if we don't see some huge buyback volume, and kind of get back above 57.5 pretty quickly, I think that we're kind of just breaking down on the higher and higher time frames. Like the daily just looks, the daily. I from a technical analysis perspective, let's just look at a BTC chart. From a technical analysis perspective, looking here at this daily, I'm not exactly sure what the fuck the bull. I understand Bitcoin is a great asset, it's a great investment, but look at this chart. If you know anything about technical analysis, historically speaking, if you've seen this this half of the chart before, what can you best predict the next half will be? And probably something like whatever that is, or, you know.
Okay. So once it, you said once it gets to a certain level, it's going to break down even more.
Oh yeah.
So
Yep.
me now I don't do shorts and longs right. Well, I used to, but I don't do it now. Maybe you can explain how to what it is that shorts and longs are, or I don't know, or watching the stream, in case in case they're not aware.
Okay.
Just a quick
Yeah. Let's give a quick.
snap analysis.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a good question. So basically, with leverage, I guess in traditional stock markets they call it, calls and puts, but when we're trading cryptocurrency, we're just going to call it short and long. And what it allows you to do is wherever the current price is, you could basically say up or down. You can trade it into options into very short minutes. But let's keep it very simple. You basically can make money whether the price goes up or down, regardless of what's happened in the past, or let's say where you bought it. That's kind of irrelevant. Think of it as opening up a trade. Like, let's say you have $100, you send $100 to one of these decentralized, or an exchange that allows you to short and long Bitcoin. FTX, that's one, for example. And with that $100, you're able to open, you're able to use leverage, so you basically can play with more money than you actually have. So let's say we can open up a $500 short contract. So with that $100, we were able to open up at current price right now, 56.6. We open up a short position, and it's $100, but we're basically betting with our $500 contract that it's going to go down. The price is going to go down. Should the price go up against us, depending on how much leverage we have, we can get liquidated and lose our $100 balance, our contract size, our initial investment, depending on, like I said, how much leverage you're using. So let's say we're being smart, and I would say anywhere between 20x leverage or less. 20x should be your high end. 10x is should be your, pretty consistent. And then 5x is maybe you're unsure, or maybe you're a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not as aggressive. Okay, so let's say we're at 20x. We 20x'd our leverage, our $100. So we're $500 short here. The market would have to move against us like maybe 10 or 20% because of our leverage for us to get liquidated. So we feel pretty confident. We're not going to place a stop loss or anything. It's $100. Placing a short, as the price goes down from our 56.5 where you entered, you're going to be basically getting paid. So it's like taking your $100, if you will. Let's pretend it was Bitcoin. So I don't know what that would be. 0.0005 or no, 0.005, I think. Yeah, 0.005. So you're basically taking your 0.005, and if it goes here, you've doubled your money, let's say. So now your whatever your Bitcoin that you used, you're betting short. The price goes down. The amount of Bitcoin that you have goes up because you entered here and you bet that we were going to go down here. And this was your profit target. Gosh, I'm dyslexic. This was your profit target 1. So you closed out half of your position, half of your short here at 51K. And then this was your profit target 2. You closed out the second half of your short at 41K. So now you've essentially essentially what you've done is you've leveraged your knowledge on future. The market takes time to react, right? So right now the market still, we look at the fear greed cryptocurrency index, and this is like, anyone can do this. Look at this. We're still greedy. 70% greed. Okay? That should give you I feel pretty confident. That makes me, I like that. I like that there's some greed. It means there hasn't been enough blood in the market. And if you're new to this game and you don't know what blood is, I mean, Bitcoin just very, very volatile asset. Until we get like over maybe $2 or $3 trillion specifically in the Bitcoin market cap, then we'll start to find some real stability, I guess, because the amount of money it's required to move Bitcoin is going to go down, so the volatility is going to decrease. So in that sense of future Bitcoin stability, you're going to actually be losing an opportunity to make plays like this. So if you're able to, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so let's say you hit PT1, right?
Yeah.
You take out half.
Yeah.
Would you put stop loss on it after that?
You can. So basically, if you wanted to play, there's a couple ways that, it depends on your trading style. The most successful traders know how to consistently take profit, and that's pretty much all that it is. Just because you're right 100% of the time doesn't mean you're going to be a successful trader. Why is that? Well, if you're right 100% of the time, but you never take any profit, you're not going to be a good trader. So not only do you have to have the situational awareness to see what is to come, but you also have to have the experience to realize when is a good time to take your position off the table. And just as like Jello was saying, if you hit PT1, maybe you set something up so if Bitcoin comes back to 54.2 or above, you're just going to get rid of your you're just going to close out your order, right? So that would secure that not only you gained this one, which was pretty good, but then you closed here just because you were uncertain that it was going to come down further. So you've kind of secured in your profits and your future profits. So that's one way that you can play it. I like to set up trades, and I really like to see them play out. And this is from experience. When volatility happens in the market, it's a really bad time to be trying to plan your trade. It's much better to have a plan in set like here and to just let this play out, okay? So you can make minor adjustments. Like let's say your profit target was 40, whatever, 49. Make a minor adjustment. You can move it up and down a couple $100 or whatever. Just maybe you want to front run this level right here. That's okay. But unless your plan was, I don't know what your plan would have to be to exit here, but that could be a part of your plan. Like sometimes if I'm in a trade,
just to guarantee.
I think
guarantee that you're gonna
letting your trade play out is more important than guaranteed profit, in my opinion, because whenever you make your analysis and you set your levels and you set up your trade, you're essentially testing yourself. And whenever you make these adjustments, you're kind of like, it's almost like you're cheating a little bit because you're not like letting your initial plan, you're not giving yourself the opportunity to succeed, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well,
it's just a matter of perspective, and you can, let's say this was your intent. You closed out your position here, but you thought we were going down lower, right? So past this target, this is where you were looking to short and take profit, all right? Past this target, 41K and lower, this is where you're looking to enter into long positions. So although here you are shorting Bitcoin and taking profit, Now you're actually going to be you're going to start buying contracts and buying long positions. And this one is a little bit more interesting because your profit targets, I think, could be a lot more. There's a lot more potential for upwards price action, I believe. So that's what I would be looking for. Under 41K, I'm looking to long BTC. Over 41K, this is just kind of where I'd be like taking profit as BTC comes down.
Okay. So if it doesn't make it to 41K, then what do you do? What if it goes to 41K and it starts coming back up the rest of
Yeah, so I mean if Bitcoin, absolutely. So what that would look like is there would just be, whatever we go from $1.7 trillion market cap currently to Bitcoin sells off, we go back to $1.2 trillion in the cryptocurrency space market cap. I mean, let's just say, and Bitcoin's going down, going down, going down. At some random point in time, someone just buying, like 500, just like a ridiculous amount of Bitcoin, could potentially just save it. So it's really hard to determine where the exact bottom will be. I don't think it's going to be it's not going to be easy to time. It's not going to be easy to enter. That's why my strategy is ladder. Like, I'm a fisherman, right? I got a fish hook going out right here. Hopefully there's a nice little wormy on that fish hook. I got a little fish hook going right here. Nice little wormy on that fish hook. All these lines coming back to me, the fisherman. Gosh, I'm terrible at drawing. There's my little.
Maybe I didn't explain what I. So let's say you don't make your second target.
Yeah.
Okay. Before it gets to the second target starts going up. It did back in the last. Right. So it doesn't make your target, and
Yeah.
then it starts going back up aggressive up to where you shorted it. What would you do?
Close it, break even. Take your profit, close it, break even. Let your trade play out. Yeah.
So don't
let your trade play out. Yep. Don't be so whenever you're, let's say this liquidity, we were to get below 54K and close on a daily, and we start to see a lot of liquidity to the downside. Whenever you're making, like, if you're trying to judge your trade based off of like whatever micro price action that you're looking at that time, it's just really there's more room for error, I should say. So it's better just to have your trade play out, and then let's say you took your profit, and then just let's say you're watching price action, you're like, oh, this is bulling up really, really hard. Just set your stop, just set your break even, basically. Set your stop loss at break even. So that way you made profit on your first exit, and then you gave your trade the benefit of the doubt and let it play out fully. Because I guarantee you, should this trade go in your favor, you're going to be really, really glad that you made that move, which is, one, I've guaranteed my profits, and two, I've also guaranteed that I'm not going to lose any money. Because your stop loss is at break even and you've already made profit.
And so the other side, doing the calls, same ideas, exact same pattern.
Yeah, ladder everything. You should be. Yeah. So here we'll do it the opposite. We'll do it the other way.
Okay.
Okay. So BTC, we were looking at 41K. We would start longing underneath here. Let's move all this crap. We would start longing underneath here. And this is where we start to long. Yeah, so we're going to basically smack along, let's see, 34K. This would be our first long entry one. Would be 34K, and then 29.5 long entry two. And that's probably not going to happen. Yeah. So I think that, it doesn't have to be 1 and 2. You can do 1, 2, 3. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also do like long entry 1. Let's say you have whatever your initial investment is 100% of what you want to be in that trade. So let's just say we put 25% of that in long entry 1. Okay. And then we put 75%, we put the rest in long entry 2. Your average goes from being long entry 1 and long entry 2, but your weighted average, see how it gets pulled down because you entered more at the second one? So now your average entry is actually down somewhere around here. Rather than, this was your first one.
Yeah, that looks.
Yeah. So basically it's important to not only ladder in, but also ladder position size.
Okay.
And if you can learn how to ladder position size, where you're, let's say you have shorts right now and you're stacking shorts, you're taking profit on those shorts. We come back here, then you start longing. All right. And then whatever happens, let's say you start longing and you don't even have your profit target set up yet, but you'd still be, I just feel like there's so much potential. I just want to long the shit out of Bitcoin.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I want to get.
Now,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. Like, can you imagine if you had 500 contracts long from the beginning of this year, or whatever, wherever we started,
Okay.
There's just so much. It basically would be like impossible to get liquidated. Let's say you had an entry price of like somewhere around $10,000, and you're not eating a shit ton of funding, because usually these exchanges have fundings like every 12 or 4 hours or whatever. There'll be a funding rate, and that funding rate is to it's like a counterbalance for, it's like you have to pay to have your position open if you're going to keep it open. So the guy who has his Bitcoin long position open from $1,000, eventually he's got to close, because the profit that he's made from his margin position, it being at 56,000 and it's at 1,000, but the amount of funding that he's had to pay over that time, there's a point when it doesn't make sense to have a trade open anymore. But there's a lot of potential. When Bitcoin goes to 6 figures, 7 figures, that type of volume and volatility, there's so much potential. And I think that's gonna be really fun to trade. So I'm hoping to get some action on that. No questions. Super quiet. All right, what's up, Jello?
So do you have to pay funding on the short side?
Yep. So funding works in both ways. So if the market, typically funding works in favor of whatever the market's doing. So let's say if Bitcoin was dumping, it would shorts would pay longs, meaning that you would be getting paid funding to be long during that time, because the majority of the market wants in on shorts and they have to pay for it. So you can potentially counter trade the market as long as you don't get liquidated and you know what you're doing. Like, you can essentially long here, have a lick price below 20K, and just collect funding for the next 2 months or 3 months until we come back to price.
Cool.
Yeah.
Price. Okay. So let's let's discuss profit. When you say profit, you don't necessarily mean taking out USD dollars out of your account. Is profit? Do you ever consider profit as taking that money and putting it into something else?
Oh my gosh, that's pretty much all I do. If you don't
Okay.
have if you
Yeah,
don't if you don't have a use for if you don't have a direct need for whatever assets that you've accumulated, like whether you're DeFi staking, whatever you're doing, just keep adding to
yeah.
your war chest. Like that's the free rolling assets are the best investments you'll ever make. I don't know how else to explain it. Ethereum is probably going to come down. Whoever asked about Ethereum, just due to proof of stake, probably look. If BTC does as well, I'd probably look somewhere around high 1500s for ETH to start. I'm probably going to start accumulating there. I think once proof of stake comes out, this will have a nice double. We'll probably get up to $2,700 ETH. Less than 30 days, I'm assuming, is when Mac Daddy Vitalik will come out with proof of stake. So I think ETH looks pretty good.
Okay. So I had another question, and I was when you was talking about all that proof of stake stuff. It was like, okay, well, what can I trade for Ethereum? So I have to go through all my stuff.
What can you
There's
trade for
not-
Ethereum?
Can I trade? Oh yeah, on my Exodus, if I want to trade, let's say, XRP shoots up another 25%, I could just take in my wallet, exchange XRP for Ethereum.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think there's a lot of ETH FUD coming out right now, and I'm going to let that play out before I start accumulating. Especially.
No, I'm saying back if the price comes down.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Right. You're making the smart move. You're not. Dumb money right now is asking, should I sell my ETH? Smart money right now is asking, when buy ETH. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's another one. Oh, Ethereum, Roca Bowl. Ethereum. It's one of the crypto coins.
Yeah.
And BitMEX closed position 2010. That's Cash Law says. Cash Law 77. Sorry, guys.
BitMEX closes position on 2000%.
That's
No.
what he wrote.
BitMEX closes position on 2000%. That's not true. 2000% what? I've been up 2000%, and I don't use BitMEX anymore. But I've been up 2000% in a position without it being closed. FTX has way more options available for like altcoin trading, but there's just comes with its own set of risks. Being that trading altcoin like some of these DeFi coins, I don't know if you saw the coin of the day or whatever. I'll pull it back up on stream. It's up 700% since it came out yesterday, GLQ. So I'm just like, these coins there's a lot of money to be made, yeah, but just realize your potential, realize the future. Look at, holy crap, this guy just tried to buy total ETH. He just drained 0.2 ETH. What an idiot. Yeah, I mean, this coin absolutely looks like it has a good, potential use case in the future and platform, but still it's up 700% 24 hours. So realize that risk. Whatever you put in could go to zero. So, but that works inversely. Once the barrier to entry, like once it doesn't cost $60 for me to make a transaction, and I can buy $100 worth of this coin, and only that transaction only occurs for a couple bucks, then I'm interested. But right now, I can't even play because I would only be willing to invest. Don't invest more than you're willing to lose. So 50, 100 bucks, whatever, something very, very fucking small. I don't know how else to say it, but it doesn't make sense right now because just transaction fees. So yes, I do like playing with these projects, but yeah, just don't risk more than you're affording to lose. Like, yeah, guys, I've done it. Okay, I've done it. I've seen these coins go from $1 to $100 and back to $1 in the same day. I've been here. I could have made $100,000 in a minute. Like you're like, oh, just trade, and it goes up to $100, and you're like, oh, I could just sell, right? Gosh, that's so dangerous, so dangerous. Please, please, please. For one, gosh, just capital preservation, people. So 56.5 BTC, yep, coming back up. Let's see if we hold here.
Okay, so for people that are just starting this, because I know there's lots of them out there, do you suggest that they buy a more the legacy coin, Leaf, not LTC?
Oh yeah.
BTC, EHS, like start with those just to sort of keep their capital reserved. Once that starts growing, going out to
right.
You do.
Exactly. I think your first priority should be to try and move as much capital into the crypto market as fast as you can. You should be trying to accumulate these altcoins at whatever pace you can comfortably do it at. I feel like I'm a financial genius, but I'm really not. Whatever Coinbase buys or whatever, I just buy coins and it makes me money. So it's better to be building your long-term HODL, portfolio, coins that you're not looking to sell. You're not trying to flip. Think of it more as like your retirement account, okay? So you're not going to touch these coins for like 10 plus years or whatever. So this is just my mindset. I'm like accumulating at as fast of a rate as I can. And then with that money or the coins that you've been accumulating, you put them to work as best as you can, as efficiently as you can. And if you don't know how to do that, I can, show you how to do that. But like staking and DeFi basically allows you to it's everything that you've ever wanted with crypto, from like a, I guess, get rich quick standpoint. But that's not what it's about. But that's what it is, though. I mean, if you realize how staking and compounding gains work, and how a very small investment into the right altcoins now can just so yeah, blue chip coins, definitely. Anything that's on Coinbase is going to be a blue chip coin. I would not be recommending people to accumulate Bitcoin right now. I would be recommending people to accumulate altcoins. Bitcoin under 41K is good, but there's just a bunch of altcoins like XRP has underperformed this year, so that coin has a lot of potential. So has, what other coin is underperformed? SKL has a lot of potential. IOTA has a lot of potential. XLM has a lot of potential. Band is a staking coin. Love Band. Ren is a DeFi coin. Major whales have been accumulating that. I'm looking to about 89, 90 cents for that. So just because I'm saying these coins right now doesn't mean that you should YOLO FOMO. If BTC does decide to correct, come down to 41K or lower, the whole cryptocurrency market is going to take a hit, right? There's 1.7 trillion, right? As BTC comes down, we'll probably see, 500 billion leave the market or whatever. That's not to say that these altcoins are going to, follow BTC to the nth degree, every single micro move. If BTC comes down 30%, no, these altcoins don't have to come down 30%. Actually, in fact, some of these altcoins will probably do some inverse pumping like XRP. So as XRP...
That's what I love.
As Bitcoin is dumping, XRP is actually going to be gaining not only to the Satoshi value, but also to the USD value. So definitely look for that 1100 break of XRP today, and to just basically full bull mode on the 4 hour, looking for about a double here to the 2200 Satoshi. So.
Okay. Cash Law has a couple of statements to make.
Okay. I'm going to get some water. I'm still listening.
BitMEX he says it closed my XRP on 2,000%, and he has on to the question.
BitMEX closed your position at 2,000%. Are you a legal BitMEX user? If not, that's why. They probably closed your position because you didn't complete the KYC in time, is what I'm assuming. If you're a legal BitMEX user and BitMEX closed your position at 2,000% and you didn't have any orders or anything like that, I would never use that platform again. If they closed your position before the SEC thing, before this crap happened, then yeah, BitMEX is amazing. What are you complaining about? You just got saved from getting liquidated.
Okay. He also said, well, I guess he wants to know what your opinion is on ONT.
Ontology? Yeah.
Yep.
Ontology, I believe, was one of the coins that's could potentially get a listing. Yeah, right here. Coinbase custodial platform, the exchange is still exploring the possibility of 34 altcoins. These are the 34 altcoins that I'm looking to explore. Ones that catch my interest right off the bat being Pax Gold, being that it's actually one Pax Gold coin equals one troy ounce of physical gold. Ontology, yep, ONT, we talked about that, or we will talk about that. Curve, CRV is a deflationary token. Barnbridge is a DeFi token. And these are the ones that are currently in the Coinbase slot. These are slotted. Digibyte, I know there's a lot of Digibyte fans. Live Peers, also a good one. Yeah, let's look at ONT. ONT.
Oh, Digibyte.
Oh, Digibyte. So ONT to the USDT to the tethers on the monthly here. Really hasn't done anything since like 2018, I guess, when this coin came out. This monthly here looks pretty stupid. I like this buy volume. I don't think you could go wrong, especially if there's potential Coinbase listing. Look at this. This looks so good. If you're wanting to buy something, gosh, look at this. This looks so good.
What is it?
Ontology, ONT.
Okay.
Yeah, looks really, really good. Just because, I mean, this coin is... let's see if we can find a better chart, because this is almost kind of stupid. Look at this monthly chart. Weekly chart. Gosh, that looks good. Daily chart. It just looks like it just wants to pop so hard.
That's the problem. There's so many that look good, but you can't buy them all. It's not like Pokemon. I mean, unless you're rich.
You can't buy them off what?
You can't buy them all. I mean, that's the thing. There's so many good ones, but
you see, that's what
I can't buy them.
That's what I'm saying. So I get I'm gonna have my eyes on, you know, wherever you can buy. That's what I wouldn't feel FOMO. Don't feel FOMO about missing out on the ontology pump that's to come here in the next few days. Don't feel FOMO.
Good advice.
Because there's so much opportunity in this space. Like, you're already capitalizing on as much opportunity as you potentially can. And whatever you're not capitalizing on, I guarantee you, Jello, you're figuring it out. You're calculating in your head how you can capitalize on it. So don't worry about missing out on something just because it looks good. Figure out where you can accumulate, like XLM, and you know, XLM just really hasn't even started yet. Like ADA definitely has started. But yeah, just whatever coins you're limited to, which actually shouldn't be anything, because platforms like Uniswap and 1inch and SushiSwap exist, so you should be able to trade anything for anything. But currently, gas fees are a little out of whack. But oh yeah, Ontology looks great. I don't know much about the project. the actual project, but I think the coin
I have
itself,
some of that somewhere.
the coin itself looks pretty good.
Okay, there's another question.
Okay.
Blast Bit Monk would like to know about $ SCRT, if you have any opinion.
Okay. Secret network. Looks like there's a Uniswap pool. There's a Binance. Chart already looks like crap. Let's see. What do we got here? SCRT. Daily volume 58,000. So not very much daily volume. $3. Yeah, this is the right coin. Okay. Let's see what our pool's looking like. Okay. Total liquidity is less than $1 million. Let's see. Looks like it came out in January. Up to 3 mil, back down to $1 million. The 24-hour volume is really low. 59,000. The amount of removes, 54,000 7 days ago removes ads. So not many people are adding WCRT 2314. This guy's got 70K in his MetaMask wallet. What a G. Meta whale. Interesting. Yeah, so it's, from a fundamental perspective here, this whatever this project is, there'll probably be like a phase 2. Like it seems like the team hasn't been very clear. There was an initial boost, went up to 3 mil, and then it looks like the project hype, whatever, has died down. Currently, it's about $3. Let's see what the price is done. I guess we'll just look here. All right, so price, 12-hour daily. There's some buys. January 26th. Chart doesn't look terrible on the daily. There's just not a lot of... The daily volume concerns me. 59,000 is too small. Total liquidity concerns me. $1 million is too small. Yeah, so me personally, I'm not interested. Let's see what the website looks like. Welcome to Secret Network. We want to build a better internet solve for privacy. Secret Network is the first blockchain with privacy preserving smart contracts application built on secret networks, utilize encrypted data without exposing it to anyone, even the nodes in the network. Secret Network empowers developers to build decentralized, permissionless, privacy preserving applications. Secret apps. Okay. Website doesn't look terrible. January, February, March. This guy looks like an alien.
Hey guys, thank you for your question.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for the questions. And thanks, Jello, for reading them off to me. Makes my job easier.
Oh, you're welcome.
Privacy Summit? ZKP Privacy Summit? Okay. Interesting. I'm interested now. Here's what interests me. If you privacy the DeFi space currently does not have a use case, in my opinion, for privacy coins. So if you just create use case for like privacy coins in the DeFi space, boom, you're an automatic winner. Because I've got a shit ton of Zcash that I've been waiting for a project to let me liquidity mine with. So I'm not sure if that's exactly what. I think that's what he could be going at. Critical applications, secret network, and how you get involved, decentralized finance. So this is basically what I've been waiting for, if that's what it is, because, okay, exchange wallet support, ledger, blockchain, explorer, and staking. Okay. Use the following secret network block, explore, govern usual transactions, staking rewards, stake or die, visit website. Why do I feel like I know this guy? SCRT. Okay, so you can only stake SCRT. Skate. Did it say skate or die? Did I click on something? Skate, stake or die. Staking rewards. Okay. Secret network is a 24%. Okay, so it's a staking coin. %6% to look. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good. Regardless of if you make or lose money depending on what your entry is, 24% is not bad. That's pretty good. Pretty good staking coin, especially being so new and you can already stake
24% is not bad.
Yeah.
Holy cow. I mean, when you think about it, there's no place else in the world where you can get returns like this. 24%, going up 2,000%. This is the best time to be alive.
Oh, for sure. Not only are you gaining 24%, you're getting 24% on your coins. That's the huge. That's the and I think you understand it, Jello. But people don't realize that as they bought 1,000 coins, they're gaining 24% on those 1,000 coins. As the price of those coins increases, you're passively generating more money every month because you're stacking. You have more coins at the end of the month because you're restacking. So your total stack is bigger and the value of the coins are going to be going up as well. So you're like, I don't even know how else to explain it. You're like super smart.
So this SCRT is one you would consider buying.
Yeah, I would consider buying it. Just knowing your risks. So if you understand your risks, which are, look, there's hardly any volume, and there's hardly any liquidity. So those are two things that I would be concerned about. But as far as like overview, our validators, let's see if there's any audits. Media, brand, I don't see any audits. Form, usually by the time audits come out though, some of the gains will be already. Generate address, generate percentage maximum. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't look bad. Just realize your risk is the low liquidity and low fees. But I think the idea of using privacy coins in the DeFi space is huge and definitely underdeveloped. So that gets me excited. And probably for that main reason is why I would look into that project a little bit more if I was
Cool.
looking to DeFi liquidity mine, I guess, because it's 24% or whatever on your coins passively, which is pretty good. There are a bunch of platforms that you can earn, way more lucrative, 24% on a like reward token, I guess, if you will, is like very small. is a very, very small percentage. There are things. Where should we go? Where should we go? We can go anywhere. I feel like I'm on a magic carpet ride or something right now.
Hey, it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Okay, well, Harvest.finance is one of those auto compounding reward tokens. It's pretty memey. The website it is like if you are like into DeFi, this would probably be where you start because you're like, ooh, look at all these numbers moving around so quickly. It looks really nice. Look at this. Yeah, so this platform is probably one of my favorites just because of how, like, Chad it is. Chad Thundercock. But farm price $272. 44% of the farm is staked. And look, so you stake your farm 44% auto compounding. Now, that's pretty good because prices was at like $100 I think at the beginning of this year, so you're generating pretty fast. But look at this, 1 inch in ETH. 1 inch, if you have 1 inch coin and Ethereum coin, you can deposit it here and earn 65% auto harvest, auto compounding.
What?
Yep.
65% on Ethereum?
Yep.
That's
If you have USDC and 1 inch, 150% in this pool right here.
okay. So, are you gonna post? Would you be able to post the information on this place? You know what I mean? Like, so we know where to go to.
Sure. Harvest.finance.
I don't even remember what website it is.
This is Harvest.finance. So I will drop the link for you Twitchers, you Twitchies, all you Twitch emojis. And there's a whole bunch. I mean, this is just one example. But I do like some of their rates that they're offering for like 1 inch. So like ETH 1 inch 65%.
Harvest.finance.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yep. And if you're interested in looking up any of these DeFi coins that I've been talking about, dextools.io, I'll drop the link for that as well. That's the platform that I use to like see, whatever this coin is, secret. You can see like all of the data. If it's not on TradingView or whatever, you can still view it. So let's look at. I wanted to show you guys a rebase coin because I thought those were really interesting. Okay, so this is a rebase coin. Every day or hour or so, this coin is pegged to the total market cap of cryptocurrency, if that makes any sense. It's an elastic supply token, meaning that the total amount of coins expand and contract. So if you were to own some of these coins and you got in, let's say, at $1.38, which would mean that the crypto market cap was $1.38 trillion. Does that make sense? As the market cap increases from 1.38 trillion to whatever 10 trillion or whatever, the amount of coins that you have in your wallet are going to increase. So if you were to buy coins here at whatever 1.75, when market cap goes down, the amount of coins that you hold in your wallet are going to decrease. So that's something like, if you're new to DeFi, you should be very aware of the shit that you're trading, because you could literally buy something like someone bought this at $5, but they didn't realize that the actual value of it was only the market cap. 1 trillion equals $1 to this coin. And it's pegged to it. So every hour, it as the price needs to be consistent with the market cap, it expands and contracts the supply to meet that demand. BTC on the 4 hour. It's 1:34. Holy cow! You guys have kept me here for a minute today, but it's been fun. I like it. On the 4 hour here, finding some support. Last little attempt for the bulls, I believe. We did not break down, which I was really kind of looking forward to seeing. I wanted to see a breakdown here into a 4 hour close, into a 54K test, into a sub 54K daily close, but we'll see. Still being patient for lower BTC levels.
Okay, so what if it goes the other way?
What if it goes up? Well, what do you mean? What if it goes up? I feel no sense of, if I was wrong, then I was wrong. You know, I'm not actually in a leverage trade.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing it on whether you're wrong or right. But if it goes up, what do you think it's going to do?
Let's see. Going up from here probably would be like a breakout all-time high test somewhere in the low, like maybe 100K. So I think if we broke up from here and we were ready to, this would just be like, there's just fundamentally like, you know, if we broke up, we came up 7%, broke up on 61.3, we would see there would be something huge in this fucking market. It's like $1 trillion just got injected into the cryptocurrency market, or into the Bitcoin market. That's basically what I would see. I don't think that's going to happen. I think there needs to be a bit of a shakeout, like when Lindsay Lohan is talking about her Ethereum price, you know, predictions or whatever, and her being super bullish. The market is not kind to the impatient or the unworthy and impatient people, you know, like this. I feel like there's
sober enough to make that. She was sober enough to make that state.
I guess she was like in her room in Dubai without one of those masks on. So I don't know. She's a super rebel, I guess. Yeah,
My goodness.
managed to keep her eyes open long enough to do that. Yeah. But no, I just see this. I see this. Whatever, 58 to 60K. I felt all the FOMO, and I felt it again. And this weekend's price action made me more confident that we're going to be going lower for BTC. That's my opinion. If we were to break up, though, that's kind of what I would expect. Is there's probably going to be a huge injection into the market, because that's the only thing that's going to keep this boat afloat any longer, because I think that will probably do the opposite and hit like a market cap reset. I don't think we're going to ever come underneath $1 trillion again. But that being said, our market cap 1.78 trillion is huge from where we started at this year. So just realizing that in perspective, you know, look at the market cap of where we were at, you know, not very long ago. 131, we were at less than $1 trillion. Okay. So I don't think we'll ever come below this again, wherever we were at 131, 983 billion. But there are levels that we can come retest, right? We can come see what happens if we retest 1.5 trillion, right? If we get below that, there's probably, like I said, at just some random point where we'll just get saved. 1.15, I like it. Let's come back to 1.15 trillion market cap, and then continue forward for our, you know, 2 trillion and beyond, basically, is what I'm predicting. You know, the market cap 1.7 trillion probably comes back to about 1.5 to 1.1 trillion, and then boom, 2 trillion and beyond, never comes back. So
Okay.
that's,
Well, if it gets down to that, do you know my tax savings account?
if it gets down to that, what?
If it gets down to what you were just saying, 1.15 trillion dollars, that
Yep.
red line, I think I'm going to empty out my TFSA and buy all the Bitcoin I can.
Yeah.
TFSA is a tax-free savings account up here
Oh,
in
nice.
Canada.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean,
I was talking to a financial advisor at the beginning of, maybe it was the end of 2020. The end. No, maybe it was 2 years ago. I can't remember. I just got out of the Army, 2019, towards the end. I can't remember. Anyways, I was talking to her, and I had like $7,000 in like a Roth TSP, like a Roth IRA from the Army or whatever, and I emptied it out and bought Bitcoin with it. And I think the price of Bitcoin was like 7 or 8 grand or whatever. And she was like, "Oh, you're gonna be poor. You're gonna be broke forever. That was the stupidest decision of your life." And I was just like, "Look, I wasn't trying to argue with her, but I was like, basically, you know, how can a market, how can we live in a free market, or how can this be a free market when the entity that controls this market is centralized and can be printed to infinity? It's not. We don't have a free market. We literally are. We live in. It blows my mind. It's crazy. I'm not gonna rant too hard right now. Get all worked up and then I'll never leave.
To be honest, thank you for those 2 links that you.
All right, that's it for today's show. Thank you, Jello. I appreciate your help, man. Come back on Wednesday if you wanted to ask the dev any questions. He should be here in the stream room with me, so we'll be hopefully having some interesting conversations for you guys. Less about like technical analysis, I'm assuming. You know, I'll give you like my BTC perspective, what I think's going on and whatever. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be taking like altcoin suggestions on Wednesday. So
Okay.
yeah, just going to be a little bit of a different format. But yeah, I hope it'll be entertaining. So.
All right. Well, I hope I can be there.
Yeah. Thanks again, Jello. Thanks again, chat. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Okie dokie. Bye bye.